unity. Banko Yirwandi, Gambia, Banko Yirwandi. Gambia Mono, Gambia Kemano, Gambia Musolo Lala, Imaye, Amedigilu Banko Yirwandi, Gambia, Banko Yirwandi. Gambia Mono, Gambia Kemano, Gambia Musolo Lala.
Yes. Welcome back to the interview with your boy D Black Jagana. Hey, shout out to Wulu Kono Boyo. Shout out to double AHT1. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Yeah, welcome back to the interview by your boy D Black Jagana. And tonight we got like a legend. You know what I'm saying? When I say a legend, he's a living legend. You know what I'm saying? We got Freaky Joe, aka Singateh. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Yankee the 6'6". Hey, shout out to my brother PJ Nganaka. I go 6'6", Yankee the 6'6". Batman that was Gambia by Freaky Joe featuring another living legend, Jaliba Kuyate and Sambu Suso. I mean, Singateh should be here anytime from now. So I'll just bump like another joiner from Singateh called Rejoice Hanga. Then you're father good jama, you know what I'm saying? We gotta celebrate our living legends, you know what I'm saying? Yankee 6'6". Boy, chapanala. Bad banga. Rejoice by your boy Singateh, aka Freaky Joe. Mr. Lumbuch, Samato Fita.
This is Singateh, say out to Gambia. So love is the order of the day. So I don't care what the people might say. Cause I am electronic on the rightful way. And not in Babylon and I go lead astray. Cause positivity, that's what me receiving. Who over ego, that's what me believing. Getting up the most and we be revealing. And I know you could feel it's my brother. Only that you will say I am and always feel good. For a judge and them I know you could make it so strong. For the man never lose. Never be sealed to what the rumors say. Cause I know they got nothing better to tell.
What's up, brother?
In Gambia, say I and I been like in America. Sing I say rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord. Give thanks to the Most High God. I'm grateful to the Almighty One. The blessing for all the good bringing on me life.
Welcome, Mr. Lumbuch.
Bigger brother.
Samato Fita.
What's up?
Welcome, man.
Thanks, brother.
But sorry, but I keep updating me, boy. You have a late film for me.
I know. Actually, I keep myself watching some movies, So.
Oh, so how's the family doing? That was it.
Everything good, man.
Welcome to the interview.
Thank you. How's America?
I mean, it's crazy out here, man. Like this coronavirus, and I don't know.
Yeah, the whole world is in a mute right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is it out there? Hope you guys are staying safe indoors.
Yeah, it's going good actually. So
okay.
It's much better out here. So we are getting back to business little by little.
Over here, man, you just keep going up all the time, man. I don't know.
That's America. You guys don't want to stay home.
People are stubborn, man.
You don't want to stay home.
Yeah. Welcome once again, bro.
Thank you. Long time.
Yeah, and a lot of people out there like Yankee, the 6'6", I saw PJ, like, and a lot of people are out there waiting for you. So
yeah, you already know.
And now we're just gonna start off with like with you introducing yourself to like the younger kids. You know what I'm saying? Younger generation.
Yeah, most of them know when they just sing out there. They know.
I know they know. Yeah, but
they know it's Freaky Joe, but most of them might remember Freaky Joe. So yeah, it's sing out there, aka Freaky Joe, from way back. So you know something about it. I mean,
I know.
And maybe a whole lot about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it all started like I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it all started with the reconciliation song, right?
Yeah.
Was that your first song?
Yeah, Gambians Reconciliation. Yeah, that was the first song.
So how did that came up?
The Gambians Reconciliation is a song that was purposely meant to reconcile Gambia High School and St. Augustine, because these two schools, we always been rivals,
Yes.
So both sports and academics. So me being a student from Gambia High School and Paos and other Os Chaju from St. Augustine High School. So yeah, me trying to come up. So I was thinking that was a good opportunity to come with something, as a student of Gambia High School. So that's when I decided to write the song Reconciliation, Gambians Reconciliation. So through the support of Sons of Light, so we are able to record the song. And then from that song I was like, why not? I can do this, because after people appreciate the song, they like the song. So I was like, I can do this. So from there, more message came in, and that was and that was like a national anthem at the time,
I mean, I remember like the time I used to bomb that like all the time. Like I'm like, wow,
give a
we can do it, man.
To the youth right now. So give a message to the youth right now. Teach them about. So it brings a lot of memories, a lot of good memories,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the purpose of this platform. So because I was talking to like a lot of people out there, I'm like, I think we need something just to have like our living legends and celebrate them and have them like on a platform, talk about like their musical careers and everything.
See?
So like the youth, like they can know like the struggles you guys did for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you guys paved the way for everybody, like the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we did a whole lot when things were not as fancy as it is today.
yeah,
When things were hardcore,
yeah,
So let me just fix my camera properly. When things were really hard, I remember graduating from high school, you know, trying to make something out of life. So
yeah,
studios were not available, things were not the way they're supposed to be today. Like everyone has his own home studio at his house, you can record, blah, 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 and go out. Before it was a real struggle.
yeah,
So me coming out through that time, passing through Sons of Light, having my first album recorded, no money. Sometimes I have to look for like how we call it, a lift. I have to look for a transport from Banjul all the way to Brufut,
wow,
just to record a song. You look for a lift from Banjul to Westfield, from Westfield to Senegambia, from Senegambia to, it was difficult. So that's how I keep the spirit until the album came out, and then from there things start changing. So I put all my energy on that album, for the Gambia album. So from there, yeah, we start doing tours here and there. So that's how things change. So there was no platform for us like Facebook. We are not even utilizing YouTube by the time.
yeah,
So everything was just too analog. So we have unknown fans. We don't have fans group that time. People just appreciate what we do because they just hear the music from the radio. So there was nothing like guy comping, organize your own guy comping here and there. We have like it is common today. Like you're an artist, your whole community want to support you. Before we have people calling us from different part of the country. We don't know them, but they appreciate what we are doing. So things have changed. We did a lot of, I know that a lot of these young artists reach out to me, that I inspire them a lot because my life changed completely when I become famous, Everything changed. I start traveling, start living a normal life, I might not say I was one of the first celebrities in the Gambia, but at least I contributed a lot to create a platform,
I mean, I'll put you in that category, bro.
So we put value to the industry. We put value to what we are doing. So today I'm seeing a lot of these young guys are continuing with the same pattern, which I'm impressed about. But before it was hardcore, but still we were able to put that fanciness to it, So today that all of these young artists are doing the same thing, so which is a good step. Because before me too, there were other artists, I look forward to other artists like Born Africans, Rebellion the Recaller, Dancehall Masters, That time I don't have enough money to buy their tapes, but I always wait for West Coast. When West Coast is playing, I have my tape recorder. I record from the radio direct to my tape, just to listen to them. So those guys also inspired us, So I also, after they left, I also came and inspire a whole lot of other youths, So it's the same thing that's gonna happen,
Yeah.
These artists who are also on the top right now, they're also going to inspire other young artists coming, So that's the circle we have to. That's the circle, But it was not easy on my part. But then, as one thing about me, I believe in myself, and I know that regardless of whatever is gonna happen, I'm gonna make my mark, and I stand by it, and I accomplish what I have to accomplish today.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, like the struggle before, like nobody was using like YouTube and stuff. Like nowadays, everybody's using YouTube, and you're getting paid for it.
Yeah. Before we don't have those. We don't have those fancy. We don't have to. I don't even know what is Facebook. I think I knew about Facebook in 2009 or something. I don't know. Or 2006.
I think
so.
Back then we had like MySpace and other stuff. Like
yeah,
but a lot of people
MySpace.
Like the internet wasn't that good. And
yeah. So today it's easy for everyone to recognize what you do. As long as you have something, you put it on the internet, everyone see you. Before it wasn't like that. Before we have only GRTS. That's it.
That's it.
You know, the rest they have to know you from posters, concerts, and that's it.
Or maybe the radio station.
Yeah,
West Coast radio.
radio, they can just, some people come to the radio to wait outside just to see you, you know, because they don't
Yeah.
know where to see you. So those are the kind of things, you know. But GRTS played a big role, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It was like a difficult time, but it was nice, man.
Absolutely.
Like you said, like
Yeah.
people appreciate you even like without even seeing you on TV that much and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. People were just calling us from everywhere. You know, and then those days too, there were a lot of concerts happening every time. Either you organize, as long as you were hitting, you can have concert almost every other week. Things were happening. There were a lot of activities compared to now. You know, now that artists have to release their own album and organize their own concerts. You know.
Yeah.
So not a lot of bookings unless you have to open for a Senegalese artist or you have to open for another foreign artist. But before, I can count how many times did I organize my own concert that time. So it was like booking, like over and over. So it was good, and I love the music from those days, you know.
Yeah.
Very good.
It was nice, man.
Yeah.
So like what I usually tell a lot of people, I'm like, how about like if we have like Facebook, we have like all these digital digital platforms, and we have YouTube back in the days, like we just blow, man.
We would have been out of level right now.
Yeah, because back then we have like Maslabis, we have like House School, we have like just name them, man.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
there were a lot of good fugitives here and there. So there were a lot
fugitives
of good
out there.
artists,
So,
those were there before us, so they also inspire us. So we also inspired the other generation. So that's how the cycle keep going.
yeah.
So
shout out to Nema Junior Bar, and shout out to everybody out there watching right now.
Yeah, shout out to them all. Shout out. I've seen a lot of people logging in. Yeah.
And if you guys have a question you want to ask Singateh, just type it in. Singateh will just go ahead and answer to your question.
By the way,
shout out to Pandichan.
Have you listened to the new album?
Man, I love it, man. I mean, for now, I'm still doing my preview, but like for now, I'm still down with Love It. No, Love Over Hate, man.
That's your tune.
Real Messenger. I love that tune, bro.
Love Over Hate. Nice.
Yeah, I love that tune, bro.
Yeah, that one is a heavy tune, and it was actually the last song in the album. It came last, you know.
Oh, so you guys didn't prepare it, or what?
Yeah, actually, I was making the beat here and there. I'm like, I think I need a few of 2 or 3 collabs, you know. So knowing Royal Messenger in that kind of vibe, so I'm like, yeah, Royal, I want you on this. So when he had the song, when he had the melody and the idea that I put in, he was like, boy, beat the hard off. Yeah. So he just went in and then do his thing and send me back the vocals, and I just put it together.
Boy,
boom.
Fu mu ne la ñoo dal de ga dem ñu laaka soose ak wolof yëpp. Shout out to Pandi Cham.
Yeah. We can speak Wolof and Linka, but I think English might be universal for everybody. So I don't know. Yeah. So that we don't have to.
Pandi Cham have a question for you. Who is your favorite artist?
Oh, Pandicham.
From Pandicham.
You know, so many people keep asking me about this.
Yeah.
And then yes, still I always try to run away from the question simply because all these new artists, they respect me so much, you know?
Yeah.
That I don't want to point one person above the other.
Yeah.
You know? But all of them have different style of music, and I might like this other song, I might not like the other song. But for me as an artist to come out and say, oh, D Black is my artist, you know? So I don't want that negative vibe and that negative feeling from the other, even though they are all my younger brothers, but the respect that is there, I wanted to preserve that and, you know, keep it there. Yeah. So that question, I might not be in a position to answer that, you know, just to create, just to avoid that little conflict, you know?
Okay, you have another question from Nema Junior Bar.
Yeah, when will he visit the Gambia for concert? Yeah, now the album is out, the demand is high. Definitely by the end of the year, inshallah.
After Koro Koro.
After anti Koro, because it's not he.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying it's a female, man. This virus is a female.
It is a female, because men doesn't stick around this long, So it is a female.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like when did you first drop your first album?
2006. That's when I dropped my first album.
Okay.
Yeah, I dropped my first single in 2002. That's Reconciliation. Remember? During Gambia High St. Augustine time. So from 2002, I released a couple of singles like More Message, and then the Hakim traveled to America, so I stopped recording. So I was only writing and practicing on instrumental beats that I would usually go to Serakunda Market at what's the name of that recording studio? There's a recording studio Senegal, but I know a VP, and also there's another recording studio. So I normally buy instrumental beats. So when I perform my own songs like Reconciliation, More Message, or the rest is become freestyle, So, but during that freestyle period, that's where Singateh came. That's where True Friends came, Warrior and Fred, and all other songs, Mama, So I wasn't in a rush to release the album, but with those two singles, Reconciliation and More Message, I was able to travel to Freetown to perform. Just with those two singles. So from 2002, it was all more or less like enhancing my craft till 2005 when Hakim came back to Gambia. Then I think that was the right time to release an album, with the right producer. So when we hit the album, For the Gambia, More Message, Two Friends, Singateh. So yeah, that was it. That was the opening year. Then from 2006, I released another one in 2009.
Yeah.
Forever in Love. Then I released another one, Rejoice. The one you were playing before.
Yeah.
So Rejoice. Then after Rejoice, there was another album, but I couldn't call that album because it was more or less like a experiment where I sang most of the song in Mandinka. So that one I called this an experiment. Then yeah. So this other one came in Grateful, which is the latest album.
And for those out there like that don't know about the album, you can have it from all the digital platforms.
Yeah.
It's called Grateful by your boy Singateh.
Yeah.
And man, you're gonna love it, man. I love it.
I personally have a lot of feedback, and the good thing about the album is it's like you're elevating from one level to another. Before, I used to have people to produce me, Now that I'm doing my thing, my own, So it's like elevating from 0 to 10, maybe. So it's like it is a big challenge to put everything together, find the right chords, find the right melodies, find the right instruments, put them together, mix it. So it took a lot of time, but everything was done here. Everything.
Oh wow! You even have your own studio in your house.
Yeah. Everything was done here, between here and my school actually. So it's like, but most of the inspiration were done here. A lot of sleepless nights and all that,
And I saw you going to school. Did you graduate, or are you still going to school?
Yeah, I was supposed to graduate this year in June, but because of Koro, so now we are doing more online classes. But still, I'm graduating anyway.
Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. And this was who inspired me into music. I think that's what I saw here from World Star Gambia official.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you talk about who inspired me into music, it has to be two different ways, whether a Gambian artist or a European artist. So if it is a European artist, when I was coming up, I was more into reggae music, So the artists that I listened to most of people don't know that maybe it was Ijaman, Gregory Isa, Don Carlos, So those were my artists before, I used to listen to their tapes, So most of the Glenn wasn't in, So most of their lyrics were here. Most of them were here. But when you talk about Gambian artists that time, yeah, I like everyone loves Born Africans when they came up, But my style of music is more comparable to dancehall masters, know.
Okay.
Yeah, because dancehall masters, everyone loved their music, whether it's the old, the ladies. You know, some ladies say I don't listen to reggae, but they were jamming dancehall masters everywhere. You know, so the same thing. I took the same pattern, so my music were also like that. You know, so ladies were into my reggae, they were into my dancehall. So yeah, I would say that they inspired me more into my style of music from Gambia.
But Billy Ganyo Dalle, Sule Cisse, he wants us to start speaking Wolof or Mandinka, man.
He
And I
said,
think somebody have a question for me.
okay, I love Mandingo, but no problem. I said I can
Yeah,
speak
because that's
Mandinka.
the-
I can.
even Sarahule, you gonna speak Sarahule?
You go, Auntie Kambo. But they cannot speak Sarahole. Maybe you yourself, you cannot speak Sarahole.
Who me? I mean, come on, I speak Sarahule, man.
I'm a Tonko, Garna.
Hey, I'll get away. Not on that.
Yeah, okay, I swear, I'm not going to.
Yeah, and I have somebody have a question for me. You're so official. D Black's names that might not be your. Yeah, I mean, my name is Dembo Jagana, and the reason why I choose
So a
D
typical,
Black is
typical Sarahole, because the more
yeah, Dembo Jagana,
your name is too
and
Sarahole.
special. And the reason why I choose D Black is like
D Black,
D
okay.
stands for Dembo, and Black is I'm an African, so I just choose Dembo Black.
Dembo Black.
So that's why I just call myself D Black name. So
Nice, nice,
yeah.
nice, yes, yeah.
And somebody have a question for you. T10 generation. Are you thinking of recruiting any young artists?
Yeah, me getting into production or studying music production, that's the future. You know. So even though I have my musical ability, I have my musical talent to do, but my future is to invest into not a studio. I have a lot of studios in Gambia, but a digital studio. When I said at least something of another level. You know, so my mission is to have my record label, you know, have some few artists, you know, search for talents. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be only those around the Combo area, but I'm from the up, so I know up countries. There are a lot of hidden talents, you know. So trying to
I think we have like raw talents in the provinces, because last time I saw, I think was it Viper? Viper uploaded somebody that was rapping. I was like, he was like, I think that kid was in Bassett. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I know that area. I've been to tour all the way to Fatoto. I've been there. So most of my concerts back then, before I perform, all those local artists will come through. They said, "Oh, I want to perform at your concert." I give them chances, you know.
Yeah.
Some of them will want to play my songs. I give them the mic. They come up and do their thing. So I know there are a lot of good talents that don't, whereby you know they don't have the opportunity to record a song, or they don't have an opportunity to travel to the city.
Yeah.
So talent side doesn't have to be only around the Combo area.
The Combos, yeah.
You know, there are a lot of, when you listen to my album, I experiment for a local instrument into reggae here and there, you know, and I lived there in Europe, you know.
Yeah.
So what about if I have to live in Gambia and I have the opportunity of all those instruments? And sometimes I get mad with most of our producers in Gambia.
Yeah.
You can easily go and get a perfect instrumentalist, bring him to the studio, make best use of the sound. But instead, they want to do everything, boom, 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 and just, you know, let it go like that. So my main idea is to use most of the local vibe, you know, blend it with the new trend of music that is common nowadays. Make a difference, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get there, inshallah. And
yeah. I mean, that's what I was talking with Surah last week. We were talking about how people always go to the studio and just record sound. Yeah. Everything on the computer, and we have instruments. We got Kora, we got Balako, we got Alaska we can use.
Big up to this guy Zubairima Wahan. I don't know.
Hey, shout out to my little brother Chukaboy, all the way in Australia. Yeah. Chukabenyadi.
So that's the motive, you know. The studio will reach Gambia sooner or later. Soon. And it's not even long, you know.
Yeah, and Pandi Cham have a question for you. Who are your biggest influences?
Yeah, when you say influences, like, okay, you know, everyone used to have a dream, you know, especially when the hype was too much, you know, like Gambian said, "Oh, Singateh is our Gambian icon." I I have it in my head. Like especially when I used to travel to America, we did everything possible to go to his house with Hakeem. So he was such a good influence for me, to be honest. Like like especially there are a lot of artists that inspired me, but him being an African, making it out there, so we all grew up with that. So he was a big influence in my life, in my career. Yeah.
So legi Nema Junior ba mune future number 1 fan. I mean, for my reading I'm gonna have low.
Yeah, somebody said that still is gonna be advancing, right? Yeah. For me personally, I can right now I can record from anywhere. You understand? I might have my studio station in the Combos, but I can always travel with my studio anywhere. Because I have other equipment that I can use for traveling. Like just need my laptop, I need my sound card, I need my good condenser microphone, I need my cables, so I can capture anywhere I am. Simple. So you can just you can just go grab something from Bansang and travel with it back. So definitely. But you never know if there's some good agent in Bansang. He think that he can do something. Why not? And get him a little box of studio and they can do their thing.
I mean, I think that would be good, man. Like if we start thinking about like the provinces and just explore everything, give them like a chance. I think, like I said, we have like raw talents out there.
Lots of raw talents, raw materials.
Yeah.
Like when you go to like for example, when you go to your Sarakula community, the kind of music that you play.
Yeah.
It's all about rhythm. Rhythm has to be in your head. Sometimes, there are a lot of things you can get from there and influence with the new vibe. Just look at the Nigerian. Just look at they create their own thing, which is the Afrobeat right there. That's theirs. They influence it, add a little bit of pop to it, and then still a little bit of dancehall on it. Now you go to club, you don't even hear dancehall anymore. You don't even hear pasa pasa anymore.
Yeah.
So they get a dancehall beat on it. Like the fella, when you listen to Fela Kuti vibes, it's more or less like typical Nigerian cultural vibe, But they transform that, make it their own, like put a rhythm that that will compete with the dancehall. Now you don't even hear dancehall in clubs. It's only Afrobeat mostly.
Yep.
So we can do the same thing. We can have our own brand. Even the Jaliwa kind of vibes too. You can change it and make it even more danceable. All those
I mean, like there. Sometimes I'll be bumping Jaliba sometimes. It's not always about boom, 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 boom. No.
It's all about sampling and having a good melody. You're good to go. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah.
That's right.
Trust me. When you listen to track number 1, 2, 3, I think track number 4, Forever on the Grateful album. Yeah. Play that and see how it sounds. It's called Forever.
Okay.
Forever.
I was gonna play.
What do you want to play?
Rejoice, and then we play that next.
Okay.
I just want to play like the old tunes, like old Singateh.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Shout out to Trouble Dede. Shout out to Minx. We'll be back after Rejoice by Singateh.
Rejoice is too long. You have to cut it, huh?
Beyond my sister, then I hear it's a Singateh, say out of Gambia. So love is the order of the day. So I don't care what the people might say. Cause I and I told it on the rightful way. And that's it, Babylon, and I gon' lead astray. Cause positive teaching, that's what Mary's needed. Good over evil, that's what we believe. Getting up the whole side with very real. And I know you could feel it's my brother. Only that you will say I am and I do it. So me I go to put and always feel great. For a judge and them I know you could make it all strong. No the man never lose it. Never listen to what the rumors say. Cause I know they got nothing better to tell. Some rumors say going in Gambians. I am not in Latin America. Rejoice in the name of the Lord.
Give thanks to the Most High God. I mean, it says you want true friends, yeah.
True friends. Okay, we'll drop that later.
Yes, he can remember true friends. The one I think I went to perform in Minnesota. I think he live in Minnesota. Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah. We did quite a lot of tour in this on my first album in America. We went to
Oh, wow.
all lot of different states. I could say, as Paos used to blow the trumpet, we were the first Gambian artist to organize our own tour in America without any supporting artists. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, you are right. We did it. We did it. So yeah, that was, and this singer to Rejoice was also recorded in America.
Okay.
Rejoice was recorded in Atlanta. Yeah, the whole album actually, the whole album. Yeah.
Okay, so who was the producer?
It's called Hood. That's how we call him, Hood. He's quite a good producer because most of the ATL underground artists pass through him. Shadilo, what's his name again? T.I. when they were all underground artists without any record labels. So he's at the same time a musical teacher too at one of the universities. So he's a very good engineer. I get to meet him through Papis, a Senegalese artist who also live in Atlanta. So he was.
I think you guys
we did a song together. Yeah, we did Ligue and It's Okay together. Ligue and It's Okay.
I think Osjaju was the one who shot
that video. Yeah,
the video, right? Yeah. I remember you sitting like down at Banjul Market,
exactly.
like sitting like somebody who. I'm a cool
Exactly. Yeah. Somebody's crying for mama, don't you cry, don't worry.
I mean, like, we still got time, so we'll drop like as many songs as we can, and just keep sending in your corrections, and we'll make sure, like, I'll make sure he answer your questions. So do you remember that? Answer your thing.
I'll give it to them. I'll give it to them. Yeah, I know it's been a minute, but then let them expect some new videos coming. It's because of Koro things get slowed down, but yeah, the album is out as you know. It's on all streaming platforms. There is no streaming platform you can't find the album. It's almost on every streaming platform. So if you don't have Spotify, check Apple Music, iTunes.
Yeah.
Anywhere, any streaming service is available. Also, you can listen
everywhere. So even on YouTube, Singateh Reggae Vibes.
Ami and the husband, they are Rastafari in a real life.
Somebody have a question for you again. Thing is from
so he's asking about if someone want to record something as a young artist, whether he's invited to my studio. Yeah, I had a lot of project here that I mix from here back to Gambia, back to Gambia. But then what people don't understand is I know I did quite a lot of songs out there. Hey, Jordan, that's my Norwegian fans. They're jumping in now.
Oh,
yeah, Jordan, yeah, that's my bigger fan right there. So it's like what we do is the purpose of this album is to give confidence to other artists to come. Like, okay, I've seen so many producers saying I'm a producer. I don't label myself that I'm a producer. Yeah. I do production for other artists, and now this is the first project. Like, as an artist, I'm like, okay, before I start blowing my own trumpet, why not? I started with myself, do something for myself, and people get to listen to it,
Yeah.
So if you are a musician and then you have different styles, this album has obviously different style of music,
Yeah.
So you can just go in there, listen to it, and then get back to me on what kind of sounds you want to work on. Easy as that.
Yeah, talking about that, I think you even did a song with Chief Uyafa.
Yeah.
Is it Sihu? Yeah, Sihu Yafa. Okay.
Yafa, yeah.
Yeah, Lilala.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice song. So how did everything come up? Like the collaboration with Sihu?
Yes, Sihu is one of those young artists that is very respectful.
Yeah.
And I was making a song for Sesame called Love Like Fire. I think you've seen that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So I was making the song, and then I think after I sent the beat, when Says was doing her vocal recordings at the studio, so he was there. So when he heard the vibes, he's like, I love this sound. Can you link me up with Singateh? I want to work with him. So he got my number. He contacted me, talked to me. I'm an easygoing guy, to be honest. You know.
No, I'm not
So,
remote.
yeah. So he just talked to me. You know, bro, I'm Chibu Yafa. Even though I know him, but he had to introduce himself. You know.
Yeah.
I'm this, you know, wake up la, you know, your upcoming album. So I listen to you, but I said, oh, you listen to my songs? I said, of course, I've been following you guys, you know. So after listening to a few of his songs, knowing that I need a few collab on the song, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I reach out to you. When I did the song, I sent it to him. He was also like, because usually what I do is I send them something they can work with, you know.
Yeah.
I make the verses, I make the chorus, make the melodies. So if they have to write something, it's going to be easy for them to come in.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how I work with him. Then send him the project. He went to style his studio, make his vocals so fast, and send it back to me. I put the vocals back on the project, start mixing it. You know. And then today is like, yeah, and then today is like, I promised him that I'm gonna do a special album for him, so which we're gonna work on it as well, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great, man. You still you're inspiration for like the young kids.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we have to support the item, you know. They're not what we don't have before. That's what they have today, you know. So
yeah. And talking about the song with Chief, See Who Yafa, like I'll just drop it. Like I'm not gonna play like the whole song. I'll just play like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And we'll be back.
Just to the hook line, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So this Singateh featuring See Who Yafa, Lilala, and we should be back in a minute.
Why do we say yeah?
That's Gambia right there.
I met this girl the other day when I was driving by. She captivated my eyes. What a pretty queen. The way she walk and do the talk. She got me out of control. Yeah, walk. Get the goosebumps. I got a pull over on top. Can't believe what I see. She must be from another world. It has taken too much to fall in love, but she got me from the coast side. I'm a prisoner in love. Baby, oh lila la, I never know gonna be inside in my mind. Baby, oh lila la, I never know ladies know. I'm so far. You just yeah, but they, I'm gonna make this money. Yeah. You buy it in a Monday, you have a Jamaican Monday. Yes, my wine, you will feel my big Allah. Karma, shallah, and a beja, I'm some soft touch with your soft talks. Young and never man in video, you can dig a one, you goosebumps. Young never hold it big. No love, fair, Benny Haja, Roma Dolly, I don't want no one to hold me.
Boom. My tune.
Man, this kid is sick, bro.
So just as I was telling you, like Lila, when you check it out, it's my style of music. It's reggae.
Yeah.
Yeah. The music. Before you know what kind of genre is this, I can call it reggae bumbala because the kick drum, that's it.
Yeah.
And the only thing that changed the rhythm is the percussion that is at the sound, like that give it the balak flavor, you know.
Yeah.
And then you have the marimba on it that twist a little bit to mbala. So, but the root and my way of singing and my melody is typically reggae, you know. So this is what I was telling you, that we can make most use of our traditional instrument. Like when you listen to my love story, which says come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Singateh, Put a ring on my finger, Singateh, Singateh. Introduce me to your mother, Singateh. It's still reggae, you know.
Yeah.
But that malach melody that I put in there give it that originality, you know. So those are the kind of things that we can make most use. I just want to make sure that my production is always unique. When you hear, say, "Oh, this is Singateh's vibes. This is Singateh's production." So I always want to make sure that I have my signature. So yeah, basic. That's the whole idea, you know.
Wow. I think even the one you did with the canoe with Jalex.
Alex, yeah. That's the album after that. That album was more or less like an experiment. Even though some
I
people,
love that song, bro. I love that.
some people were mad over that's those songs. But for me, it was more or less like an experiment because I never sang in Mandinka.
Oh wow, it was nice, man.
That was my first album, you know. That was the first Mandinka album that I did, where I have this Rakula tune, also Banile and all the stuff, you know.
Yeah, the Banile,
Sarakula tune, they all came into that at that time, you know. So that's the whole idea, you know.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's awesome, man.
respect.
And shout out to Mona Sotwell, shout out to Amidiba, shout out to everybody out there watching. And if you have a question, just drop into the comment section. And Singateh will make sure he answers your question.
Neymar say we had to be here till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Whoops, nope. Man, we can be at 5 a.m., bro.
Yeah, we can do it. It's quarantine time, you know. So big up to my brother. I am Breezy Boy from Italy. He's also an upcoming artist. I'm supposed to actually do something with him, but each time I start his project, something come in. But I'll fulfill it, you know. Breezy, big up. Yeah.
And we have Aladdin.
Aladdin, enjoy the interview. Aha, Aladdin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Aladdin is Aladdin. Yeah. He's also. I mixed one project for him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Germany too. Yeah, he's an upcoming artist too, Aladdin. Yes, of course, my brother. I remember you. I always see you on Snapchat, on Instagram, of course. Too early to forget, you know.
Okay. And I have a question like that I've been thinking of asking like you for a minute. Like, what do you think is the difference between like the old generation and now the new generation?
Okay, the difference is the old generation. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old generation. Okay, I'll take example of myself. From myself.
Yeah.
Me getting into music. Okay, there are so many things that lead me to come to music. First, after I graduated from school.
Yeah.
You know, even with the reconciliation, the mom message, even though before the mom message, even after the reconciliation.
Yeah.
The man have son, boy. The man have son, you know. So, yeah, you know. So, but you know, when God wanna put you into certain position, He deny you from different areas, you know.
Yeah.
So I decided to come to apply for US. I was rejected. I applied Angleterre. I was rejected. I applied even Spain. I was rejected. And that was the last time. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, forget about Europe. You know. let me do music. You know, because it was part of me. You know. So let me do music. So when I did more message, so okay, I'm like, I gotta do this. And then I'm like even today, if I have to show you how organized I was back then,
yeah,
you know, if as an artist you can be a good singer, but you know the industry is like this. Even footballers is like this.
Yeah,
time will come we are forgetting about great players like the jersey you are wearing now. No one talks about Rooney anymore.
Man, come on, man. You know, Rooney is a legend, man. Just like you.
That's what I mean. But now is he there now? He's not playing. Yeah, exactly. Now he's not playing. Yeah. So the industry is like that. You know, when one artist come, you go up there, and other come, go up there.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me personally, me being an artist, I brand myself as a businessman.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing my music. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think of, I don't have to be in the studio all day, every day. You know, I go out, I knock at offices, you know. I give them proposals, you know. I want to do an advert for you. I want to do this promotion for you, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like building yourself up because music is just more than singing alone and then go to a concert, you play, pick your little bit change and go home and then wait for the next concert. No, you have to brand yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so basically I was doing this whole thing as a business thing. So that helped me a lot when it comes to me traveling to abroad. The embassies want to see what you are doing. So the music before, not everyone was doing like me, but I think nowadays, before there were a lot of conscious vibes.
Yeah.
A lot of good conscious vibes. And it has to do with the kind of music they were playing that time. You know? You cannot sing conscious music and start cautioning or start saying things. Yeah, it's good to make fun, but nowadays I think the new music now is more or less like more comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like fun.
It's more fun thing. You know what I mean? So before it was easy for me to sell my albums to elders who are working ministers. They buy my CD, they play it. You know, you see my videos on the TV. Man, time of Mary's, they cannot speak English, but they love my music.
Yeah.
Suma jacket banging, suma jacket. Oh, those were all women. You know, I don't know where they had from reggae music from, but they were listening, even though they cannot hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it depends on how you portray. Before the music was more portrayable than now. Now that obviously, my mom will not want to see me, you know, in a music video, chilling with naked girls banging their ass. No, she will not want that. But it's the generation that asks for it. Time changes. Now that's what people want to see. That's what they're selling, you know?
Yeah.
No problem. But the music before, if I have to choose, I would choose music from old days. Definitely.
Oh, choice.
Yeah. When it comes to even production-wise, even though there were not a lot of studios, now it's more digital. People just take their pencils and start drawing notes and then voice it and put a lot of auto-tune on it and go. You know, before it was raw, you know, it was difficult to have auto-tunes and anthrax, so they mix your vocal raw. So the music was very organic, you know? You know, so when you listen to even old music, when you listen to some of them today, they sound very fresh. You know, when you have to play Dancehall Master, their album, when you have to play Rebellion, their album, when you have to play my first album, they still sound fresh. That's music,
Fresh, yeah.
you know?
Yep.
Most of my songs are there. When you play Leave It Up, it's still new, you know?
Yeah.
When you play True Friends, it still sound new. It feels like it's recorded yesterday. You know?
Yeah.
But there are some of new music that are coming today. In the next few years, you're gonna play them. You know? But no disrespect, but then I think now that the industry is fancy, people are following up. I wish we had that before, man. The world would have heard us, man. Long time ago, man.
I mean, Gambia will have been up there. Because like we have like the Singatehs, we have like the rebellions. Like
it was difficult, my brother. It was very difficult at our time. Very difficult. You know, now that everyone take ownership, they want to support. But that time was difficult. 5 years ago, it was very difficult. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before, you guys even to have like shows with like you said was a problem. Going to the studio, you have to take a taxi.
Studio was difficult. Yeah.
Ask somebody for a ride to go to the studio.
Yeah, studio was that time. But you know, everything started from the roots. That time, I don't even have friends that have cars. That time to have a car was difficult. You know that. Yeah, like 10 years ago, you know, all the youths are thinking about something else. We only see semesters driving cars, you know. But when Singateh came home, I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna be the first Gambian artist to ride a nice car, man, and I did it. You know what I mean?
That was the Singateh one, right?
The Singateh one.
That was a Nissan, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so,
was it Mitsubishi or Nissan?
That was a Mitsubishi, you know. That was luxury. That was luxury before, you know. But now it doesn't mean nothing. You know what I mean?
Like nice nothing. Nice like a junk car.
Exactly. So now it's nothing. So things changes, you know. But then thank God, you know, that I'm proud of the young ones. But let them just know that the only advice I can give them is investment.
Yeah,
it's important. If I can say Alhamdulillah, you know. But if I have to rewind yesterday for today, trust me, man. We've been at a different level. Before, we don't even have good managers. They don't know nothing about music management, you know?
Yeah.
Now that you can learn things on the internet, know things, how to do things, how things are changing, you know? If we have all this access before, we'd have talked about something different, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like you just said,
yeah,
I do everything on the internet now. check the internet and do like a lot of research.
A lot of research. Now you can just think, oh, how do I save money? How do I do this? How do I build this? Now everything is available on the internet.
Yeah.
So
And talking about that, like Amidiba and his her husband, like they just had this new, I don't know if you know how to say it, but like it's like a behind the scene thing that they're doing, like a lot of context.
yeah,
Content.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
That's creative minds. You know, when a creative
Yeah.
husband and a creative wife join forces.
Yeah.
So
So that's what I was telling her. I'm like, now you stop like recording on your voice, but now you do everything on the ground now.
yeah, I mean, it's
This
one.
is- this is so
I
good.
mean, is one of she's my sister. I love my favorite singer either. So maybe she'll pass the mic to the little one that's coming up, maybe, because her mission is not complete. Her mission is not complete. You know,
No, it's not complete yet.
not complete yet.
Yeah. You have a question from T10 generation. He was like, how do you come over family pressure? Because I know most of your our families don't appreciate it when they see their kids going into music.
Yeah, when I come up with music before if my dad was alive, I'm not sure I'm gonna do music. I'm not sure, because he's one of those Madinka that has to carry me to the mosque 11 o'clock in the morning every Friday, and I have to sit beside him before Friday prayers. He remember, like usually I'm the first person to go to the mosque, you know. And then knowing that he named me after the Imam of Ansang, which the name is too heavy. So, but only God knows, you know what every man is destined for. So when I started music, a lot of complaints come from my mother. Your son is singing music. I'm like, Mom, thank God I've been responsible. I don't smoke. You know it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't look rough. I don't look crazy. You know? So I just make sure, okay, this is what I wanted to do. I have to be conscious of what I'm doing. You know? I don't want to, at the end of the day, my relatives are going to my mom. Your son is, you know, before when they see you, when they see you doing music, they think that, okay, he's a bad person.
Yeah.
Even Rastas, I don't have it. You know,
Yeah, they will like,
exactly. So I was cutting my hair all the way. I just started to make sure I look conscious all the time, look clean all the time, you know. So that motivates her. And also I was focused on my school as well. I was doing my school works, you know what I'm saying? Even though that time I have to leave Gambia High School before school closes, because by then I used to live at Tobacco Road, which is behind St. Augustine and what's the name of the girls' school behind St. Augustine? What's the name of the school again?
St. Augustine.
There's a girl boarding school. There's a girls' school there behind. I can't remember the name. So it's like because of I was famous during high school time. So in order to ease pressure, I always leave classes maybe 20 minutes before school closes so that I can go home. So I was able to maintain that for 2 good years, you know.
Oh wow.
You know, so and as much as I'm famous in my school, I go to school every day, I perform for them. I'm just trying to focus on my school works, and then I make sure I graduated, you know, not to be, because sometimes fame carries people, when they get famous, they just forget about school and all that.
Yeah.
You know, so I just make sure I tell my mom I'm going to complete this. I complete my school, and thank God I had good grades, even though I went down a little bit because of most of the time in my class, I'm among the first 7 people. But after I get into music, I start focusing more into music. I start cramming music more than my school work. See? So I get a little bit down, but still I was passing, which is more important for me. You know. So it was a long journey, but thank God today I can do things myself. I'm able to achieve a lot of things. There's only one thing I keep telling my friend, that okay, I'm not saying that it's not because of my hard work I am here today, but music lead to 80% of me being here. Yeah. You know, so the rest 20% has to be my own commitment and dedications, you know. So with music, you can achieve anything in a different way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll be back after, because like it's about to go off, so we just use that as a break, and we'll be back.
Yeah.
So before then, I'll just drop your song with Sesngom.
Love Story.
Love Story, yeah.
Yeah.
Who is there laughing?
This was like the making of the video that I was watching.
Oh, yo.
Time yang laugh, boys. Lagi change, time yang laugh.